receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Miami's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean... The dynamic catches, the contested catches, they have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Back to throw, it's K. Got the back over the middle. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Hurricanes are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You big
breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Oh, better look out. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Slithers into space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Shipp. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Got it in the middle. It's Shipp. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your own.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the lone running back. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the tailback. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. He'll sneak it.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Man, a great job on the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
With the catch, it's McIntosh. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw.
There he goes. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Right on the money. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Handoff from the gun. Gets away from one. He's got space. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's McIntosh. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw, it's K. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's McIntosh. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw again. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one Palmer I'm looking for.
Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's K. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. After giving up that last touchdown. They still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last run, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Finds his tight end.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
They punted away on 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now they'll run it to the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's McIntosh. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's McIntosh. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking downfield, it's Kay. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here.
Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He's looking to throw. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Schiff fighting off the defender. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Running into the open space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Fires to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Alabama will get the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. The give to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After picking up a couple at second and 8. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here we go, down to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Marches ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Touchdown tie! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's K. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, after back-to-back losses,